Those damn kids and their water-based products. It's because of it's because of them that they banned my Tamiya spray cans. And now they're getting rid of my Mr. Hobby products. And now they come out with this Tamiya extra thin low odor cement. What's that supposed to insinuate? That now they're going to get rid of my Tamiya extra thin cement? When I was a child, I ate cereal with acetone. And I am an old man, which means I'm right. And there is no place for Hello all, this is David from Sunward Hobbies, and today I'm going to be reviewing Tamiya's brand new extra thin low odor cement. So a brand new product from Tamiya. We were only made aware of this maybe 3 weeks ago, and to be honest, I thought that Tamiya already had a low odor extra thin cement, that being the limonene one, but they have made something new here. And the first question that crossed my mind is probably the same one that crossed your mind. Is this anywhere near as good as the original? Well, in my experience with the hobby, I've always found that anything that was a low odor or non-toxic version of a cement never tended to work as good as the original. But today we're going to test that out here and see if that rings true for this as well. To test this out, I'm going to glue 2 halves of a Fokker DR1 fuselage. I've cut each half in another half just to properly demonstrate. Now, aside from putting parts together, the main feature that I really love about extra thin cement is that instead of just putting the parts of plastic together, it melts the 2 pieces together almost like a welding technique. So that way, first, it has a stronger bond, and second, any plastic that squeezes out as excess, you can just leave it to dry and then scrape it off with a hobby knife or a mold line remover. And not only has that binded your 2 halves together, it also eliminates the possibility of any gaps in the fuselage as well. So we're going to find out if this can do the same thing. Now, first off, the smell. I'm sure you're very familiar with the extra thin cement smell. Not that pleasant. But as long as you keep that cap on and don't hover over it for too long, you'll live. And the low odor cement, here, have a whiff. It has a very strange smell. It's almost like a synthetic cleaner. I mean, not offensive, but just odd. Let's get started with our test. I guess I should start with the original first. So I will hold the 2 pieces together. Take some of my cement. and just use capillary action to let the glue flow into the gap. And then as you squeeze it shut, you'll see the cement is kind of pushing its way out. So when that dries, which I would give no less than 1 day, we'll be able to scrape that off and eliminate any gaps that may have been there. So now we're going to do the exact same thing with the front half of the fuselage. Now, from first impressions, I find that the low odor cement may be even thinner than the regular extra thin. I don't know if that's going to have any positive or negative effect later on, but we will find out. So I'm going to take some plastic clamps. We do carry these at Sunward, but I brought my own for this demonstration. So that'll keep it shut all night. So now that that's done, I guess I can go home, come back tomorrow and see how the low odor cement compares against the regular cement. Good morning. So we've let both the extra thin cements dry overnight. That is the original. That is the low odor. So now it's time to take a hobby knife and scrape off the excess, and we'll see how the low odor cement does. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to start with the one that I glued with normal extra thin cement. Now, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's this little raised surface that is where the excess glue squeezed out. So we're just going to scrape that off. So as you can see, extra thin not only binds plastic, but it also, when used correctly, can eliminate any gaps. So obviously after scraping that, you'd want to sand that smooth. So yeah, extra thin cement, great as always. Now we'll see how the low odor cement compares. As I noted earlier in the video, I found the low odor cement a lot more runny than the original. It could just be that I used a little more than normal, but whatever, I'm sure it shouldn't have any effect. As you can see, this one also seems to fill gaps good. Now, in terms of durability, I'm obviously not going to try my hardest to rip this apart. Just give it a little force. Yeah, that's pretty strong. From what I see, low-odor cement appears to be just as good as the original. I'm honestly quite surprised and very happy to hear that. In conclusion, as if things couldn't get better for Tamiya, I am pleased to announce that extra thin low odor cement is a winner. So, what does that mean for the future? Now that there is a non-toxic version of Tamiya's greatest creation that's just as good as it, does that mean that extra thin cement is going to be obsolete? That's for time to decide. Anyway, as always, you want to purchase this product for yourself, you can find plenty of it at Sunward Hobbies, in store, or online. Thank you very much for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on our socials, and until the next one, adios.